Is going on, guys? So this is not some weird bondage headgear or something. This is a neck harness, and I posted a while back a home back day and neck day where I used pretty much a dumbbell and a plate to work out my neck. So I kind of stopped for a little while, but I'm trying to get that neck a little more beefy, get those neck gains, and so I got this little harness to try it out. I might invest in a better one eventually, but for my purposes, this one's pretty decent. So what are the benefits? I look like Goofy from the Goofy movie. Gorsh, guys. But so the benefits of training your neck, it's useful for like boxing or MMA. You want to have a strong neck. And even just overall aesthetics, if you naturally have like a skinny neck like I do, especially I have a long neck. So a long skinny neck is not the best look aesthetically. So I'm trying to get that a little bit thicker, maximize aesthetics in any way possible. And yeah, so I got this harness. So this one is, it's pretty simple, like any other, like a dip belt or anything. Slide it through, and then you attach it to the other side. Now you got to be careful when you're training your neck. You don't want to just drop the weight. You want to control the weight at all times when you're not using it, because the neck is a very delicate part of your body. So here we go. So you can do this seated. So you can do this seated, sitting in a chair. You want to make sure you safely have this behind you. Like when you're putting this behind you, you don't want to just let it fall, because you can really hurt yourself. So you want to make sure that it, you slowly lower it down, and then you can do it seated and just lean your head back, bring it forward, back, bring it forward. Personally, so you got to be very careful. If you have a bench, I feel that a bench is the best option. If you have a bench, you get the most out of it. So this is a little heavy, honestly, but you go all the way down and all the way up. It's a little heavy though, so I like to just hold this, spot myself a little, make sure it's nice and smooth and controlled the whole time. You always want to be careful. Like, I'm going to keep repeating it, the neck is like super delicate. You don't want any sudden movements on the neck. So you want it slow and controlled the whole time. And so you can always like just grab it and take any pressure off the neck at a moment's notice. You have to be able to grab it and like grab that weight and keep it off of you. You can't let it slip. You get the best range of motion and like a really good contraction at the top that you can't get from just sitting straight up. So that's that. So to do the reverse and hit the muscles in the back of your neck, you have it in front of you, and you can do this seated and just get that contraction, bring it down, and really get that contraction. Now you can also do it standing, so you have your spine neutral, hands on the knees. Let's go up and down, up and down, up and down, and really get that good contraction of the neck. So personally, the back of my neck is a little strong. See, this is why you gotta be careful. See how it kind of like slipped? And the neck is so delicate, you can't be letting it slip. So you gotta be careful at all times. So you unclip it safely. Then you drop the weight. So this 10 is a little light for the back of my neck. I have been training it at home without a harness, so it's got a little strength to it. So I'm gonna add more weight to it. So I have the weight on the floor, so there's no stress placed on my neck. Actually, it's better to really have it just lying on the floor so I can't even fall. And you just attach it, control it as you're moving it, and then you hold it the whole time. You don't want to try to just play around and bring it up yourself with your neck. You want to hold it, then make sure it's tight, then you can let go. Get your hands here or be seated. Go down and up. And really just control that weight. Alright, and there we go. And there we have it. And then see, I was about to take it off by just grabbing it here, but that's not the safest way. That's not what you should be doing. You want to bring it down, put it on the ground where it's safe, and then take off the weight. And get these neck gains. Now if you don't have a neck harness currently, what you can do is you can use a plate or a dumbbell, and preferably something with a little padding to protect you, because you don't want to put a lot of pressure. But start with a lightweight, like a 5-pound plate. A 5-pound plate is not so bad, but even that, you can feel it's going to be a lot of pressure right on your forehead. So having something with padding will be good for that. So you can do that with a plate, you can do it with a dumbbell, but remember, start very light. You can do it with a dumbbell too, and spot yourself like that. But remember, you want to start very light, ease into it. Definitely ease into it. And it serves the same purpose, but it's not as smooth as if you have a harness. Then you do the reverse as well. So you start with a lightweight, and you hold it here, and you go like that. Preferably with some padding. You work your way up to heavier weights. Now, with heavier weights, you can also do these ones seated. But I find that a bench is the best way. So this neck harness I got was just a basic one. They have ones with more of these rings that allow you to do side to side better. But this one is not very good for side to side. So what I'm going to do is the old-fashioned way of side to side. So like before, you grab a plate and something to pad it, preferably. You put that on the side of your head, and you just knock out your reps. Keep it controlled. You don't want it to be sliding, like this is kind of sliding around. You want it to be stable, have good support on it, and then control it. Just really control that weight. Get it moving. And then the other side as well. Now you can also do this with a dumbbell. For example, I have this dumbbell here. You hold that here, make sure it's secure. And there you get your reps out. Control it all the way down, all the way up. You know, you don't want to just like let your head fall. You want to keep it controlled. You want to control it all the way down and all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Really control that weight so that it'll hit those neck muscles. And as you can see, I got a nice little neck pump going on. You admiring my neck pump? You admiring those neck gains? neck gains, bruh. So yeah, a thicker neck is going to look more aesthetic as opposed to a skinny neck. I'll try to put some examples. But yeah, so that is my neck day tutorial, and I'm trying out the new camera for the first time. So let me know what you think, if you like the quality, and leave a comment below. Even if leave a comment below, even if it's just like nice. So that really helps the algorithm. Like it, share it, and make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I would definitely appreciate that. I'm really trying to get this YouTube thing going. And much love to all you guys, and as always, let's get these gains.